It is not official. The bill to introduce the position of the Vice President of the Republic of Cameroon, it has been adopted by Cameroon's Parliament. The joint session unanimously adopted this bill. 18 people voted against and 200 plus people voted in favor of this bill, therefore making it a subject to law, and now waiting for the head of state, Paul Biya, to sign it and now appoint a vice president. It is sad to see that in this parliament, in Cameroon's parliament, you see people who consider themselves honorable, who are supposed to be honorable, who are supposed to be the center of justice, those who are supposed to legislate laws that will benefit the people of their nation, legislate laws that will not take away the right of their people. It is sad that these people are carrying out acts that many may want to describe as not honorable and horrible acts, thereby making Cameroonians to ask the question if the title honorable is indeed respected across some sectors of this nation. It is very sad. Today is a sad day and a dark day for democracy, that the lawmakers decide to take the will of the people and legislate on the will of the people. The right to select a vice president has been given to the president of the republic, who can appoint and sack him at any time, no problem. A vice president who has no mandate of the people, a vice president who has no support of the people, a vice president who has no clear-cut distinction as to what his job description is going to be and what is not going to be. A vice president whose position is ambiguous and vague, all for one thing: to give somebody power. To give somebody power. To legitimately give somebody power who doesn't merit it. It is sad that we look at all these members of parliament that are seen on this video, all of them, 200 of them voted in favor of this bill. To say, president, pick whoever becomes a vice president, not the people. And you call them honorable members of parliament, honorable, that they are not ashamed, to say that, okay, yes, even if we want the position of the vice president, let us have his job description. What are his job description? The prime minister is even better, because the job description of the prime minister is better. He's the head of government. He's the one in charge of the functioning of the government. Even if in practice it's not what it is, fine. What is the role of the vice president? What is his role? What does he do? What is his jurisdiction? Which sector does he control? In other nations, the vice president has a defined task. The president is charged on this, the vice president is charged on this. You appoint a DO, you appoint a vice president, you appoint a rector of a university, you appoint a vice president, you appoint a head of department of a university, you appoint a vice president, you appoint a director of different ministries, secretary general of different ministries, you appoint a vice president. On whose mandate would they be representing? Your mandate or the will of the people? And that's why running mate is very important, because there's some ticket that people know that, okay, if we vote this person, in case something happens, at least we are sure that the other person is intelligent enough, strong enough to carry our vision. It is a dark day of democracy in Cameroon. It is a day democracy was totally crucified by all these, most of these men you see. And I bet you, their communities don't have electricity. Go to all of them, their communities. They don't have roads. They don't have roads. And after this, they will live a lavish lifestyle, because money will exchange hands. Money will exchange hands. If I thought it does not exchange hands. They don't care. They don't live in their constituencies. They live in Yaoundé. It is for the common man to see and decide or not to decide. It is on your hands. If you want to stay, if you don't want to, it's on your hands. It is you to decide on what to do with these members of parliament when there's a legislative election. It is for you to decide. It is appalling that in this dispensation, in this generation, we can have members of parliament who are so egoistic, who are so selfish in their own act and deed. Can you, member of parliament who voted in favor of this bill, go to your community now and tell them that yes, I voted, and look at them in their eyes that I voted in favor? What is your job description of the vice president? What will he do? What's the difference between the vice president and the prime minister? You say, he will be there to assist the president. Then what would the prime minister do? Assist the president in what way? When that same law says the president can delegate vice president or prime minister or any senior member of government or ranking as such. When the law is not explicitly clear that it is only the vice president that can represent the president on key official matters. When the law is not explicitly clear, the law is ambiguous. And you want Cameroonians to come and sit and clap. For the opposition, this bill that you people abstain, SDF, I thank you. I thank you. Some may want to insult you, I thank you. I thank you because you people spoke out. You people gave out a communique. Ask the party of PCRI and Cabralibi, what did they do? What did they do? Some of you are there. What did they do? What did Cabralibi's party do? SDF, I thank you. You have proven that you are at least the opposition. Tomaino Damjoya, I thank you. You have proven that despite that, you are still within the opposition rank. And the eldest member of parliament, I thank you. Because you called this out. I thank you. But to those who voted against this bill, I thank you. But you know what? Don't just end there. As a member of parliament, it is your right to mobilize your base. It is your right. The bill may have legitimately passed. The people still have the will. The people still have the will. As a member of parliament, it is your right to mobilize your base. It is your right. The chairman of the Social Democratic Front, Joshua Nambagi, Honorable Joshua Nambagi, it is your right to mobilize your base. Having a press conference, yes. Condemning it, yes. But now you are the voice of the people. It is your right to mobilize your base and tell your base, this is the step we are supposed to take. We will not. It is so sad to see that you are going to pick a vice president to represent the president in case of a succession and finish his mandate. This is an issue that was supposed to be a referendum for the people to decide whether they want that position of vice president, because they recently organized a presidential election. The people were supposed to decide in a referendum. This is not any kind of thing just going to amend in the constitution. So upon all the things that are supposed to be amended in the constitution, is the position of the vice president that people deem amendable. So the electoral code that people cried during the presidential election is not what amendable. It's not what amendable that 2 weeks period is so long that the elector must be given its powers to conduct the election. It is not okay. It's not okay. That 18 years, 19, 20 years cannot vote is not okay. It's not okay by you. So that does not need to be amended. It is the vice president that needs to be amended. And even in terms of considering that, okay, the vice president should come from here, the president should come from here. If the president comes from here, the vice president should come from here. So that there should be that kind of unity in diversity. It is not there at all. And you want us to come and sit. See, most of these Anglophone elites, you have betrayed us. Most of you have betrayed us like this. You have betrayed the Anglophone. The Anglophone community has been greatly betrayed. Because if you claim, all of you who claim that you are the parliament to speak on behalf of the Anglophones, you have failed. Where is the protection of the Anglophones in this bill? Before this bill, we had a similar bill when it was stated that, okay, when someone from East Cameroon is president, the vice must be from West Cameroon. If in case someone from West Cameroon is the president, the vice must be from East Cameroon, so that you balance the power. That this bill makes it fake. There's no clear-cut unity and diversity in all of the bills. Even appointment of the prime minister is not clear. It's by the discretion that the president has been doing that. It's not stated anywhere. The president can decide to appoint a prime minister in any part of the country. You are betraying your own people. And the worst thing is that some of you only come when you have eaten all the money. When you have eaten the money, when you are going on retirement, you come and start crying on retirement. Oh, this is wrong. Oh, this ought not to happen. History will judge you. History will judge you. History will judge all of you. You see, the good thing is some of us are already used to suffering. We're used to the traffic. We're used to the poor water. We're used to the inadequate electricity. We're used to the harassment and intimidation. We're used to. You understand? When you go on retirement, you come and meet us. We are already adapted. You see that system when they open the road for you, may win. You no longer have access to. When you retire, you will not have access to. You will come back and be with us in that village, in that city. All of you who voted for this bill, God will judge you in favor. God will judge you. God will judge you. You are celebrating now, you are clapping because you know money will come into your pocket, But the God that we serve is never blind. The God of justice, truth, and reconciliation is never blind. There will come a time, all of you will pay for it. That you subvert the will of the people, so that it should be democratic, so that it should be legal. So when somebody wants to talk, you say, no, but the Constitution said now. Which means the head of state now can appoint anybody. The head of state can choose to appoint because it's not explicitly clear who can be appointed, who cannot be appointed. The head of state has a right to appoint even the first lady, the vice president. As of now, he has a right. If he signs it, he has a right to appoint even the first lady, the vice president. It is his right. There's no dual capacity in that regard, because the office of the first lady is not an official office. He can choose to appoint even the son or one of his sons as vice president. You do nothing because it is legal, it is legitimate. You gave him the power. You gave him the power that take the power. You give him. The state can appoint even the daughter vice president. You do nothing because you gave him the power. I hear some people say, oh, even if we speak, what will change? Speak out. Speak out. Members of parliament who voted against this bill, it is not late. The people, the majority are on your side. If you want change in Cameroon, you will sacrifice for this change. You sacrifice for this change if you want change as a member of parliament, because you are our voice. In the parliament, you are a minority. But you see, out of the parliament, you are not in the majority. You are not in the majority. Except because some of you run businesses, you know your businesses will be at risk. That is when now there will be problem. That, as you said, they may be ruling the place in this, being the silence by the privileged few. But one thing is clear, that God is not blind. God is not deaf. When I talk about God, I talk about the supernatural force. Whether it is Brahma, it is Allah, whether it is even the Rosicrucianity that some of you are worshipping, sometimes he fights for justice. And justice will prevail one day. It will prevail. It will prevail. You will see, in the days ahead, the head of state will just sign the bill. If not, even this night, he will sign the bill. And appoint. See, some of these Anglophones who voted in favor of this bill, they voted because an Anglophone will be no Anglophone will be appointed vice president. No Anglophone, mark this, no Anglophone will be appointed the vice president. None. Even if an Anglophone is appointed vice president, the time that if the president has to say, okay, I don't want to again, or I don't want to seek re-election again, that an Anglophone will be removed and the real person who is supposed to be in charge will be appointed. And you know what that means. You come here, some of you are so naive. The worst thing is most of you don't even know what is happening at the parliament. Most of them don't even know. The Cameroon media space, even influencers who are supposed to have taken this thing and create content for me to sensitize the public. Our influencers are quiet because they know they are being paid. They are quiet. In Nigeria, you see influencers because whether you are doing entertainment, politics affect entertainment. If Cameroon to this level has not been able to monetize and to enjoy from TikTok monetization, it's because of the political class is not fighting for it. God will judge you. You can kill the teller. If I kill the teller, you can kill the teller, not the truth. Because at one point in time, the truth will haunt you and all of us will pass away.